Kevin and I definitely took time really figuring out what we wanted this film to look like, what we wanted it to feel like. And we really liked the idea of setting up two different worlds.
And that is always what I try to do within the cinematography is make sure that the visuals uphold the story and are able to put the audience in a different place psychologically so that you can kind of create a world with the visuals.
We decided to use two different lens sets, the anamorphic lenses, using them for the imaginary worlds that the child can see. So we would shoot all those scenes with these anamorphic lenses that give this dreamy and more cinematic feel to the lens.
So all of the real world stuff, mostly everything within the house, was shot on spherical lenses. So I wanted to be able to kind of separate those two within the cinematography so that the audience could have different feels towards each element.
It's not a big difference between the spherical and the anamorphic, but there's just little characteristics that really differentiate the two. Another one of the ways that we wanted to separate the two worlds visually was the use of movement with the camera. So in all the imaginary world scenes, we have a Steadicam.
So I had Ryan Forte come in as the Steadicam operator, and Steadicam operators really know how that tool works. And Ryan was great at being able to figure out the logistics of like, okay, what are we trying to achieve within the story? And then also like, how can we physically do that within the space?
When we're in the real world, we wanted everything to kind of be more stationary, with the camera planted in one place, not really moving around.
We wanted to get some POV shots inside of the chest. So I put together a small camera build and did a little test and just to make sure that it's all gonna cut together and it's just gonna work. And I ended up doing that and it ended up working great.
So another way we wanted to separate these two worlds was through the color. That was something that we brought Brandon Jones in to do. He's an amazing colorist, very talented at what he does.
The color grade is almost the cinematography version of editing.
So we brought him on board with this vision of creating two different worlds, but also something that felt cohesive. And he does that so well, and you get to feel that you're transported into a different scene based on the color grade, how the camera moves. It feels right.